Do you ever get a little bit tired of life? Like you're not really happy but you don't wanna die. Like you're hanging by a thread but you gotta survive, cause you gotta survive.
I'm fine, for now. I think I'm still riding that Christmas high. Whatever works though, right? What? Didn't enjoy the Liquor of the Week Club gift I signed you up for? What's the problem then? Let's see. Spike, Lupin, Char. Am I missing anyone? Oh, well, I would have thought it was obvious that it was a list of favorites aside from Pen Pen from Evangelion. Also, and I can't believe I have to remind you of this, you're not Pen Pen from Evangelion. For legal reasons, as well as the fact that you're my Topa. Shut up, you! Anyway, I have to do my year-end video. Good. I get enough stress as it is. A low-key year is great for me. Penguin Truth here, and it's time for more Otaku Evolution. Be sure to like, subscribe, and contribute to my Patreon. This month was something, huh? The rest of Stone Ocean, the Lupin the Third prequel, my video on favorite anime characters. Busy time for me, whether watching or working. But the year's at its end, so it's time to talk about English dubs again. I call my favorite anime dubs the Grand Pantheon. We've already covered most of the anime in this category, leaving only Black Lagoon at this point. I should probably add a few anime to this list, since I've run into some great dubs since I last updated it, but here it is for now. One of the anime on the list I was lucky enough to cover in this half of the year was the somewhat disappointing Ghost in the Shell standalone complex Solid State Society. What a mouthful. Like the standalone complex TV show, the cast for this movie is fantastic, firing on all cylinders in every role. But what else is there to expect from a peak-era Animaze dub? Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, Richard Epcar, Crispin Freeman, and others are all impressing. This also includes William Frederick Knight, who recently passed, as Chief Aramaki. A severely and unfortunately underrated talent I'll miss dearly in anime dubs. I think his last role was Kenzo, the weird old piss drinker with the talking dragon stand in Stone Ocean. Here he imbues Aramaki with the usual sense of experience, wisdom, and world weariness, but firmness.
Nothing left now of the man once known as Colonel Red Demon. You should seriously think about remarrying. There's no sorrier sight than a single old man.
I decided long ago that I would never own anything that I couldn't take to the grave with me.
As steely-eyed and resolute as ever, I see.
So, what was it that you wanted to give to me?
Oh, right. This is it.
Sharing some of the same voice actors as Animaze, Bang Zoom has produced some good dubs in their time too, though none of them have reached Grand Pantheon levels. Maybe. Babel II is one such dub that, well, it's certainly there. Dave Wittenberg is incredibly bland as Koichi. A great voice actor consigned to an unremarkable character is probably the reason for that. Julianne Taylor's Reika is pretty robotic most of the time, too. I feel like Dave Malo as Leon and Abe Lasser as Yomi were really the only voice actors actually trying in this dub, and even their performances were nothing to write home about. It's amazing how the dub studio that gave us the dubs for Moribito, Haruhi, Last Exile, Samurai Champloo, Carol and Tuesday, and JoJo brought us this. I realize that Babel II isn't that amazing a series, but every anime deserves the cast's best, in my opinion, and I know this isn't even near their best.
Here we go, Valduke.
It's moving!
Reika, protect yourself. Stay back.
Industrial Smoke and Mirrors for ADV is one of those dub studios that has always been a bit of a mixed bag. I enjoy the dubs of Gunsmith Cats, Excel Saga, and Azumanga Daioh, but I always thought the Evangelion dub was overrated. New dub's better. And Blue Seeds also doesn't hold up well. Fortunately, Razafon is a dub that falls more into the former category than in the latter, because it's, for the most part, fairly decent. While Chris Patton doesn't leave much of an impression as Ayato, Monica Rial shines as Haruka, Hilary Haig is great as Megumi, and even Tiffany Grant's Kim is good. Ilich Guardiola's Makoto Ishiki is somebody you'll love to hate, and Annie McCavan, an underrated voice actor, does Joji Futagami justice. It's a little disappointing that Razafon isn't, actually about anything, the way that Evangelion is, but there's enough good plot points and character interactions to make it a decent show, and the dub works.
Hey, you two. Sneaking in a date after work?
It's not a date! Oh.
I'm sorry, did we interrupt something?
There's nothing going on. I got the flowers from Itsuki.
You got them from Itsuki?
Yeah, and I'm shopping for a vase, and he's my pack mule.
Watch that finger!
Funimation, Crunchyroll, Funimation is/was a licensor and dub studio that has made plenty of solid English dubs. Two of those dubs, Bakano and Michigo and Hachin, are even in my grand pantheon. If I had to think about it more, maybe a couple of others should be on there, I don't know. It's going to be weird seeing, for example, Dragon Ball discs with the Crunchyroll branding on it, even though it'll be the same people dubbing it as usual. I wish they would get back to dubbing Legend of the Galactic Heroes de Noitese. It's not an amazing dub, but it's good enough to get other people into the show with. Anyway, I've covered 2 Funimation titles in this half of the year, starting with the Trigun movie. As I said in the review video, it was nice that they managed to get Johnny Young Bosch back to play Faster Stampede. I even hope they get him back to be Vash in that monstrosity Trigun Stampede that no Trigun fan was asking for. Apparently Jeff Nimoy and Dorothy Elias-Fong were in talks to reprise their roles, but Funimation didn't want to shell out for travel for them to the studio. This would probably be handled by remote recording these days. Anyway, the replacements are fine, it's just a little weird to go from the old voices to the new ones, because they're not exactly the same.
So, what's your deal?
Huh?
Did you come here for the bounty like every other questionable character?
No, I just came out here for the sightseeing.
Is that the honest truth?
Yeah.
You're not gonna drop yourself into this gasback business, are you?
Well...
I revisited the Eden of the East gang with the 2 movies, and my opinions about the dub haven't changed. It's pretty good. Leah Clark and Jason Liebert are both competent as the leads, but where the dub really shines is with the supporting cast. Actors like Michael Sinter-Nicholas, J. Michael Tatum, Stephanie Shea, John Grimillion, and in the movies we even get a bit of the late Grant James as Mr. Outside, which was a treat.
Granted, at the time, we were a bunch of novices who didn't know up from down or left from right. But I ask you, if everything we built up was wrong, then what would have been right?
Lastly, I covered another Lupin title with a Part 1 TV series. It had gone undubbed for many years with a sub-only DVD release, and many believing it would never get an English version. But thanks to Epcar Entertainment, it now has a full and excellent English dub featuring the Part 4 cast, including Tony Oliver as Lupin, Richard Epcar as Jigen, Lex Lang as Goemon, Michelle Ruff as Fujiko, and Doug Earholtz as Zenigata. The dub makes sure not to veer wildly off course the way the Part 2 dub did, but adds just enough of its own personality to the proceedings anyway. Thanks to Discotek for an amazing Blu-ray release.
Thanks for the invite. But now that I see what a classy joint this is, I'm thinking you may be up to no good, my dear Fujiko.
I know we play our mind games with each other, but I've got no ulterior motives. I just thought we could have some fun.
Like real fun? That kind? Okay, sure. Oh, come on, Jigen. Don't be such a cranky, spoiled sport.
I was born a cranky, spoiled sport.
You know, I'm a little disappointed that this video was so short. I mean, I covered everything I had to, didn't I? It's just that this is the last video of the year and I take January off. You folks won't be seeing my shining pixelated face again for a little while. Isn't that tragic? Shut up, it is. But I'll be back, eventually. For next year, I'm looking to get into more Gundam and Lupin, finish off Evangelion, take a look at another Ikahara title, and just do some damn solid reviews if I can. Until then, I'll just have to make do with napping and watching anime purely for fun. Living the dream! Until next year, see ya! I did some pretty good videos this year. Sorry, but you're not bringing me down tonight. Nope, not working. Well, it could be worse. I could be over there at the Lithos settlement looking for traces of the people. They've been at it all year and found nothing, right? Yeah, that place is done. I don't know what they're looking for, but trust me, that place is empty. Here's hoping next year is as uneventful as this one.